This year marks the 30th anniversary of Nancy Sinatra's 1995 album, One More Time.
You know I don't want to love you, but I keep coming back, yeah.
Did you know that she recorded two versions of the title track One More Time, more than 20 years apart? The mid-1990s were a busy and exciting time for Nancy. Her 1960s catalog was being reissued to a new generation of fans. She reunited for a series of live shows with Lee Hazelwood, and she recorded a collection of songs that would become the One More Time album. One More Time was her first new solo record since Woman from 1972. Both albums feature the song One More Time. One More Time was written by the fantastic songwriter Michael Fennelly. Michael was a member of the legendary 1960s psychedelic pop group Millennium and formed the band Krabby Appleton around 1969. Michael's song One More Time first appeared on Krabby Appleton's second album, Rotten to the Core, in 1971. In 1972, a year after recording the Nancy and Lee Again album with Lee Hazelwood, Nancy was back in the studio working at RCA Studios in Los Angeles with producer Jimmy Bowen on her next album, Woman. The 1972 version of One More Time featured on Woman is a little bit country and a little bit funky. The musical arranger and Elvis TCB band member Larry Mahobarak's arrangement is reminiscent of some of the Kings' funkier 1970s moments. Like These Boots Are Made for Walking, the track features a wall of acoustic guitars played by Nancy's longtime guitarists Jerry Cole, Mike Deasy, and Don Lanier. Drummer Hal Blaine's groovy beat gives the song a unique country rock feel. At the time, the album didn't find the audience it deserved, and Nancy would move on from RCA to private stock in the mid-70s. 22 years after the first version of One More Time was recorded, Nancy had a chance meeting with record producer Ray Ruff at Don Randy's Baked Potato Jazz Club in 1994. Ray had been producing records since the early 1960s and had worked with an incredible amount of artists, including the Osmonds, Brian Hyland, Don Randy, and Jerry Cole. Ray was starting a new record label and wanted to sign Nancy. The pair decided to record a country album. Ray told Nancy that her music was always a little bit country and that her 1960s and 70s recordings helped lay the groundwork for modern country. Of all the songs Nancy could have chosen from her back catalog to re-record, it was One More Time that was featured as the title track to her new record and the song she would perform on The Tonight Show along with These Boots Are Made for Walking. The powerful and anthemic studio recording was made at Entourage Studios in North Hollywood and featured two of Nancy's longtime musicians, Don Randy on piano and Jerry Cole on guitar. Other than Nancy, Jerry is the only musician featured on both versions of One More Time. Which version is your favorite?
You know I don't want to love you, but I keep coming back, yeah. You know I'm hooked to you, honey, but you're making no tracks, But you're the only man with a chain on my soul. I keep trying to break, it's only making me old. Can't blank you out, and then you're driving me wild. I keep coming back to love you just one more time.